Good motherfucking morning, motherfucking days. Good motherfucking morning, ladies. How are y'all doing today? This was beautiful of Friday. Oh shit, that is a Friday. What the fuck? Oh. It doesn't fucking work, chat. It literally doesn't work. It's rigged.
Waking up in the morning, gotta be fresh, gotta go downstairs, gotta have my bowl, gotta have cereal.
Delicious and cute cunning. Here's a weed link for Friday since space love them. Ayah clap. 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 Ayah clap.
Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Friday. Getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Partying, yeah. Partying, yeah. Fun. Looking forward to the weekend. 7:45. Cruising something, a one-time fly. Think of a friend. You know what it is. The lyrics makes no sense.
That's all I got, dude.
That's all I got, man.
But yeah,
We'll hold our horses for a while, yeah.
speaking of horses,
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Partying, yeah. Partying, yeah. Fun. Looking forward to the weekend.
alright. Good fucking morning, boys. Good fucking morning, ladies. We're here back in black for another Rebecca Black episode. How are y'all doing today? Are we good? Chillin'? Gucci? Gucci? Finally done wage cocking for the week? Yeah. Kinda shit. The Super Mario Galaxy movie announced. Oh my god, why are you spoiling, man? Why are you spoiling? Ay. Yeah, we can check out the Nintendo Direct. We can check it out. I know it was today, but it was ass. Well, why did you watch it then? Why did you watch it then? That's the question. To tell you it was us, so I don't have to. Would it ever be so good as to you wanting to watch it again? No, I don't think so. So your opinion is kind of irrelevant, right? It's kind of irrelevant, I would say. As per usual. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if it's truly as. Okay. I mean, you would have told me already if it was a Smash Brawl coming out, right? You would have told me already, and so I'm guessing there's no Smash. I watched all. Yeah, I mean, I watched the first. I watched the Jack Black Mario 1. Since you said there was another one coming, it was kind of mid.
Incoming call from Mossad.
From who? Mossad? A Moss ad? An ad for Moss?
Hello, Forsen.
Hello?
We command you to kill Charlie Kirk.
Okay.
Alright. I'm in the college campus now. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Fuck, I missed. Fuck, I missed. Fuck, he's...
Alright. Let's see here. We got some Subronis. We got some re-Subronis. Hey, Mehmet, thank you very much.
Cute link from a certain Forsen spectate.
Katerna, Kangix, Scarix, Ryzen, Alan, Nintendo Switch, 54 months. Thank you, Ryzen, with the tier 3, motherfucking 89 months. Forsen Puke Eleanor or Metal Gear Snake Eater this month. El Chapo with the 5 gifted. Right. So there was a little incident yesterday. Someone got wrongly framed. Yes, wrongly framed. From what I heard from my mod. And he got wrongfully executed. Yes, it was a series of coincidences, right? That would make his innocent improbable, but not impossible, right? And since I'm a man of numbers, I fired the guillotine. But it just so happens that he probably was having lunch during that game. And the names were just a coincidence together with
why is the shooter of major
timing.
Political figures always a white guy? Why is it always white men? Why do white men have a tendency to try and cause a shift in the world?
I don't know. I don't know if that is even historically true. But yeah. So yeah, apologies where apologies are due. All right. But in my defense, it was a lot of coincidences. All right. I said this guy is a sniper before the game in the loading screen, before anything sus happen in game. He starts by writing as soon as the game's starting, so it was a stream sniper. I was correct. The name, very very similar. The reset timing in the loading screen. All right. No typing during the entire game, just before and after, making it look like he was actually spending his time typing in the game. All right. Very, very, very many coincidences. Okay. And I am a man of statistics, so I had to follow Okama's Reisa. The sniper just reset on your alt account. What do we do? What sniper? What sniper? Oh, what sniper? Reset on an alt account? Now I'm confused. The actual sniper? Yeah, I mean that guy you can ban. Yeah, of course. if you know who that is. You have my permission to execute Order 69. I am boy, thank you for the 5 years, man. Mr. Force. We politely ask for the GTA SA Chaos mod playthrough to be played in this live broadcast. For a loss, we will stir up a ruckus papaya. Yeah, I mean, not unreasonable. Not unreasonable. You don't even know what statistics are. I'll have you know, sir, that my knowledge of probabilities is what carried me to rank 1 on both EU and NA at the same time with the hardest deck in the game to pilot. Okay? And that was all probability. So I'll have you know, when you mess with the best, all in my head. Okay, of course, we didn't have no deck tracker back then. It was all in my head. It was all manually calculated. Alright. Alright. I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know. My math was on point to the dot. In the event of any investigation by Twitch mods, I 322 want to clearly state that I do not play League of Legends. This declaration is made to ensure transparency and accuracy. That's just what a stream sniper would say. Just what a stream sniper would say. Alright. Alright, let's see here. Alright, last hole you thinking, man, and Derpy, welcome back as well. Alright, boys, we have links, but first, do we have anything cool, fresh, new, exciting happening in the world today?
Forsen, I have been very sick today, and I cannot stop sneezing. Forsen and chat, say bless you.
2 million people evacuated in Pakistan due to flooding. Hades 2 releases September 25th. Oh shit. Wait, September 25th? That's the same day as Silent Hill. Oh bro, shut the hell up, man. What the fuck? Alright. Take some fucking histamine, whatever the fuck this shit is called, man. Alright. 25th of September is the same day as Silent Hill F, I think. They're both single player games, so I don't give a shit about which one I play first. We'll see what I feel like at the time, probably. Kirk Killer had "If you read this, you're gay" engraved on casings, and FBI just read it live. What? This sounds made up, I'll be honest. It's actually real. If you read this, you're gay. I mean, taking aside the obvious, meme, you're gay, not having an homophobic or bigoted intent behind it, right? Wasn't he Wasn't he right winger? The Kirk guy, which is kinda anti LGBTQ to begin with. So weren't they on the same side? Yeah, because it sounds a little bit homophobic to engrave that on a bullet or a casing rather. Far right wings influencer that supported Trump. Wait, I don't even know if they caught the guy. I'm not so invested. They did get him. Kirk was pro-gay. I don't know. I take your word for it. But anyone who follows the Bible is not really pro-gay. They might say they are publicly, but if you take the Bible's word for it, you know, there's a lot of anti-gay stuff in there. Obviously, the church, at least the Protestant church, they are fairly fence-sitting. I don't know what they are in America. Are they Catholics? They're not Protestants. Maybe they half actually. They're definitely not Orthodox over there. But the Protestant church, they are very on the fence with all this shit. So they are like catering to whatever the wind blows to, as long as you put dollars in their collecting bin. So they have been very like gay friendly. Like as much as a church can be gay friendly. 5 Dutch school closed today to gang violence emergency in Netherlands. They're evangelical, which are like super crazy Protestants. No, I know evangelical people. My grandparents were 7-day Adventists. So they are the kind of Christians that don't eat like seafood or anything like that, or ham or whatever. They also go to church on the other day, which I assume is Saturday then, right? Yeah, Saturday. Why can't they eat seafood? I guess it's unclean. And it has to do, all of these fucking culinary rules have to do with how things expired back in the day, right? And retarded people, religious people today still abide them, right? Because some idiot said it in a book.
Top right knows everything his narcissist. Here's a short intro for how Bronze Shaitan gameplay will look like.
Israel made a statement saying they did not kill Kirk, even though no one said they did. I guarantee you, without looking, that at least 1,000 people said that Israel did it within minutes of it, okay? I guarantee you, 1,000 random people said that. Why would they do that? What do you mean? Why would they say it, or why would Israel do that? I don't know. I don't follow any politics. But thinking the Jews control the world, you are mentally challenged. I'm sorry. You're absolutely mentally challenged. You have watched way too much TikTok. I'm sorry. Absolute fucking way too much TikTok. But it's fun entertainment in an otherwise uneventful, ever repeating life. right? Day-to-day misery. It is. It's fun to conspiracy theory, I would assume, if I was in a normal situation, like many of you. It would be my day-to-day entertainment for sure, but it is also making you retarded. So it's entertainment at the cost of making you retarded. Kind of like alcohol burns brain cells, but it's fun when you're doing it right. Like sugar conspiracies. I don't know about any sugar conspiracies, except for all the lobbying that sugar companies have done. Both Trump assassin attempts were right-wingers. I don't know. All I know is that I am too good for any of that. We got links, chat. We got links. Who's up with some links? Check W place if your mouse is fixed. It's not. I have a mouse in the cabinet, but I have not been able to bring myself to unbox it. Exact same mouse. This is how I know the Jews don't control the world, right? Because in order to control the world and get away with it, right? You would have to be extremely intelligent. And as someone who is extremely intelligent, I could never be arsed to be so fucking secretive and cover all the tracks and at 140 fucking miles per hour, think about every single scenario ever, right? This is how I know. Right? I can't even bring else to exchange this mouse. You can't have, they aren't, you can't have it both way. You can't have some giant conspiracy theory about how they control the world and then you can't say that they are not very smart. You know, to get away with that. You gotta, I'm sorry, but this is a lukewarm IQ take here. You gotta submit to one of the two. Either they don't.
Hey Forsen.
Or they are very smart.
Will you play Dota today? Since last time, the game got big updates. New map design and hero facets. Check it out.
I didn't like the other map so much, the one they added, with even more creep camps in the fucking lane, on the fucking bottom right side. You think exactly how they want you to think. Considering I'm an outlier in IQ, I would say that it's more likely that you think exactly how whoever is actually controlling the world wants you to think, right? Right? It's more probable than me falling for something. I'm just saying. If I weren't the smartest guy in the room, I would look to the smartest guy in the room, right? I would. I'm just saying it. That's Alright, there's also some links. There's some conspiracy things going on.
またお出かけ？
じゃあ留守はよろしく。すぐ帰ってくるつもりだけどさ、なんかついでに買い物してくるもんあるか？
ないよ。行ってらっしゃい。
行ってらっしゃる。そんなあられもねえ姿でうろうろすんなっつってんだ。みだりにみだらな格好をするな。そんなはだけた浴衣姿で廊下にいられたんじゃ玄関が開けられねえよ。ちょっと月日ちゃん、それ脱がすぞ。
なにやめてお兄ちゃん。何すんの？何が起こってるの？私今なんでお兄ちゃんに脱がされて拘束されて挙句に押し倒されてるのかな？
いやさ、月日ちゃん、あったはずの傷がなくなっている。そういやお前、体に全然傷とか残ってねえな。
そりゃ傷くらい治るよ。人間なんだから。首を縛るのと馬乗りになって押し倒すのは全く必要なかったでしょ。
そりゃそうだ。じゃ今度こそ行ってきます。
帰ってくんな。お兄ちゃんの帰る家はない。
不死身ね。ヴァンパイアじゃなくフェニックスか。へい。何にも感じねえと思ってさ。お前やっぱり僕の妹だよ。僕とのチューなんか数えるな。言い出したらお前やカレンちゃんと子供の頃に一体何回結婚の約束したもんか。
バッカみたい。そんな昔のこと持ち出して何かをごまかせるとでも思ってるの？プラスなのかしね。二度寝するようなお兄ちゃんは死んでいいに決まってるじゃない。せっかく私とカレンちゃんが起こしてあげたのに寝るとか意味わかんない。
お前冒頭から蹴らせってめちゃくちゃになってんぞ。
私はどうも他のみんなに比べてキャラが立っていないということだから試みにヤンデレになってみたんだよ。
ヤンデレっつうかそれ狂人だよ。
で、どんな恋の話をするの？お兄ちゃん。
実は今クラスに気になる子がいるんだ。
なんとか。
そんなに驚く？
Alright.
This guy right here, one of my earliest follower, and he asked me the question for 5 days in a row. What is my favorite joke? Well, and simple answer, e-fuck, and it's because it's funny.
Coffee, spelled backwards, is e-fuck, which is funny.
It's e-fuck, and it's funny.
Spelled backwards is e-fuck, which is
Coffee spelled backwards, anti-fuck, because it's funny.
I will quit the game. I'm gonna quit the game when your mom stops coming up with weird guru and sorcery techniques when she's sucking on my dick. Every time I go over, she got new weird guru and techniques that she's doing on my dick where she's playing the flute with it and doing sorcery. She got to the point where she sucks my dick so good, she just starts doing this. And I'm not even getting head from her no more. Like, she has souls coming from the dead to give the best head from the beginning of time to suck me up. And I'm just sitting there like, somebody get this bitch ass nigga out of here and ban him. Doesn't matter what you download. What I did was I downloaded your whole mom's iPhone archive of all those nude photos and videos of her splashing and rubbing her motherfucking pussy. She told me that she had a special treat for me. I was like, okay, well, what kind of special treat you have for me? I practically did everything, fucked everything, got domed from everything. What can you show me that's different that I don't see every day? She said, well, all right, well, how about I give you my iCloud access I said, well, I don't have an iPhone. She said, no worries. Meet me here in 24 hours. I was like, all right, cool. I guess. It'll be after I stream, though. She was like, that's fine. So I meet her back in 24 hours. She actually has a fucking brand new iPhone for me ready to go. It only has her contact in it. That's all I need it for. I don't fuck with iPhones. The iPhone already had every single naked and nude video uploaded into the cloud where all I have to do is just drag through the gallery. I'm seeing nothing but pussy rubbing, splashing, big clit and lip videos, squirting juices everywhere. So much to the point where it looked like she had another phone recording where when she rubbed the clit and squirted the juices and oozed everywhere, it was splashing all over the fucking screen. I'm just sitting back, seeing her squeeze out lactating titty milk, juices fly everywhere. I said, wait a minute, this is a lot better than just seeing her play with her pussy. She's squirting and lactating. Before you know it, I was on the next thing smoking, sucking lactate titty milk out of her motherfucking saggy ass boobs that I can drench, grip and squeeze, and let her rub the clit and splash a water fountain all in my face. And I was like, oh, get that ass banned, bitch ass nigga. That's what we gonna fucking archive. Somebody get that dude out of my shit. I'm gonna fix my hair after I'm done fucking your mom tonight. You was about to get banned. You told me to adapt. Well, I mean, I did adapt to your mom's pussy. It was just lukewarm. After a while, I had to find different angles to find a different temperature. I was like, all right, all right, here's enough to bust. Fuck out of here. Get that ass banned, bitch. Have I been to jail? I mean, something like it. Every time I go over your fucking mom's house, I feel like I'm trapped. She turns me to her fucking BBC slave relentlessly for the rest of the fucking night. I go over there for 2 hours to fuck. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, I'm a BBC slave for at least 3 days. She don't even want me to shower. She's sucking my balls all extra rusty and everything. I'm just tied up, chained to a motherfucking goddamn door. Just tied up, handcuffed. I'm like, my balls are rusty. She's like, I like the way they taste. They taste like copper. This is the way I like sucking your balls. So I'm just stuck being, you know, I'm incarcerated basically for days when I'm over there. So hell yeah, I've been to jail. Anybody know the code to this shit? I don't feel like looking it up. Thank you.
So stupid, man.
Yo, somebody ban that nigga, thank you. That's how many sucks I'm gonna need from your mom's blurping lips before I decide to bust. I'm gonna need 64 jacks and 65 sucks. Anybody know the code? Somebody ban this dude. Finale. Stop blacklisting or I have no one to play. How about this? I'm gonna blacklist your mom's pussy.
Alright. I got enough inspiration.
But most of the creatures come together for a very different reason. To breed. The giant cuttlefish. The largest of all cuttlefish.
No further links, by the way.
They live for just 1 or 2 years. Now, as the Australian summer draws to an end, they have one last act to complete. To find a mate. But there are over 100,000 males competing for the arriving females in this one bay. Among them, a giant, a true Goliath. He probably weighs about 10 kilos.
10 kilos. Lightweight.
Bands of color sweep across his skin. That's how cuttlefish communicate.
These motherfuckers are just little fucking squids.
This smaller male couldn't possibly take him on. Beside Goliath, and under his protection, a female who has just mated with him. But other rivals are still interested.
Wait, what?
It seems a small male wouldn't stand a chance. The female is now displaying a white stripe along her side nearest Goliath. It's a clear signal that she no longer wants to mate with him. It's all the encouragement that the little male needs. He's going to have to use trickery.
Trickery? I don't doubt it. Back in my day, my cells regenerated.
Avez-vous quelque objection à formuler quant à l'application des lois citées par l'accusateur public?
Le tribunal, après la déclaration unanime du jury, condamne la dénommée Marie-Antoinette, dite Lorraine d'Autriche, veuve de Louis Capet, à la peine de mort et déclare, conformément à la loi du 10 mars dernier, que ses biens soient confisqués au bénéfice de la République.
What the fuck? Okay, that's it.
Qu'il soit imprimé et affiché dans toute l'étendue du territoire de la République.
Merci, Rosalie. Merci pour tout.
C'est l'heure, citoyenne.
Cloning is already invented, retarded. All you have to do is to not pull out.
That's not really cloning.
Qui n'a pas sa guillotine? Jouez à la guillotine! Qui n'a pas sa guillotine? Qui n'a pas sa cocarde? Va sous la cocarde!
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Courage.
Courage. What the Sigma?
I don't even know where to start with you. I mean, do you even know who you're talking to? Yo, what's up? Do you have any idea? Any idea who I am? Yeah. Basically, kind of a big deal. Oh man, that's beautiful. You listening? Okay. Grass grows, birds fly, sun shines, and brother, I heard baddie. Yeah, I'm a fist of justice. If you were from where I was from, you'd be freaking dead. Woo!
Okay. I haven't heard a single one of these. Linkin Park? What? Linkin Park still makes... What? Female singer?
In the back
Alright, Norman Music, Pog. Long HS, Tom XH, Setfire, thank you, Drone Boy. Welcome back.
A Florida teacher is facing 25 felony charges after allegedly using AI to create child sexual abuse material featuring his own students.
Man, this guy's so
This is a
annoying.
case that marks a chilling new frontier in digital exploitation, and we're going to break it all down for you right now. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. Okay, so this is a case that honestly reads like a futuristic nightmare. The kind of thing that no parent ever imagines happening to their child. But you know, in the age of artificial intelligence, AI, some of our worst fears are no longer science fiction. They are becoming reality. And here at Sidebar, we cover countless cases involving teachers, people in these trusted positions, abusing that trust in unthinkable ways. Inappropriate messages, secret relationships, and in the most horrifying cases, sexual assault. This case stands apart because the alleged abuse didn't involve physical contact. It involved AI. A Christian school teacher now stands accused of creating artificially generated child
That's not very Christian of you.
apparently featuring his own students. David McKeown wasn't just
Or
any
is it?
sixth grade teacher at United Brethren in Christ Academy. No, he was respected, he was trusted, but on June 2nd, a cyber tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children landed on the desk of Holly Hill Police Detective Kelsey Palm. And what she apparently uncovered would shake the entire department. That tip alleged that someone at the school was using Discord, this platform that's very popular with teens and gamers, to distribute child sexual abuse material. Police say that they were able to trace the account on Discord back to McKeown. Now, investigators say he shared 19 explicit files depicting child sexual abuse, along with 6 graphic videos showing himself engaged in sex acts with an animal. But maybe the most horrifying revelation out of all of this? Authorities believe he may have used AI technology to create pornographic content featuring real children, possibly using photos of actual UBIC Academy students. In an official release, Florida Attorney General James Othmeyer called it a complete betrayal of trust, saying, quote, as a teacher, parents trusted Mr. McKeown to impart knowledge to their children. Instead, he spent parts of the school day sending and receiving child sex abuse material and providing other pedophiles with UBIC Academy students' personal information. What he did is beyond betrayal. It's devastating and sick. Our Office of Statewide Prosecution will aggressively pursue justice for these children and their parents. On June 20th, the investigation came to a head. Officers from the Holly Hill Police Department, alongside agents from the FDLE Cybercrime Task Force and a digital detection K9 named Ruby.
Do you still have the same take on deepfakes of yourself? Yeah, I literally don't give a shit.
According to officials, was overwhelming.
I don't give a shit.
Of exploitation. The release from the AG's office reads, quote, law enforcement believes he utilized artificial intelligence technology to create child sexual abuse material with real children, some of whom may have attended UBIC Academy. Initial search warrants revealed that McKeown was
Forsen is an adult, that's different.
communicating with users on Discord, a popular group chat service, during school hours and while connected to the UBIC.
No, you can't have it both way though, I'm afraid.
Crazy story.
You can't say that it's different. You can't say that when girl streamers get deepfake, say that's not them. Because I remember what chat was saying back then. I remember exactly what you guys were saying. That's not them. I don't understand why they're upset. Yeah, none of it is real. Regardless of age, none of it is real.
And yes, this is actual real cashback. It's money that
I don't even know how they do. How do they even like do this shit? Because aren't the AIs like super proof of this shit?
credit card. You follow the steps on the app, you get paid. So to find
I don't use AI, but like there's so many fucking countermeasures for these like not safe for work stuff.
5 cents back on every gallon on your first tank of gas. Guillaume was arrested. He's currently in Volusia County Jail.
Run your own.
$5 million bond, facing 19 counts of possession of child sexual abuse material and 6 counts of bestiality, charges that could put him behind bars for over 300 years if he's convicted. That's based on our calculations.
Local custom
UBIC
models.
Academy Board Chair Don Ross responded publicly to the arrest just
I didn't know you could do that. I thought,
headlines in a
I
statement
guess,
posted to
of
Facebook
course you
about
can. If anyone
After learning of David
has
McKeown's
done it,
arrest,
then other
we
people
sent the
can, of
following
course.
statement to our school parents via email through our school management.
I'm not
We've been
very,
made aware
I'm
of
not very learned in the ways of AI, but I thought you had to machine learn it a lot.
We are shocked
Which, if you run your own,
by the serious allegations of misconduct against him. Our employment relationship with David McKeown has been terminated, and we are cooperating fully with law enforcement authorities. And by the way, this is a case that just marks a terrifying new chapter in the evolution of child sexual exploitation, with AI technology now being weaponized by predators, even within schools. FDLE Commissioner Mark Glass didn't hold back, calling the defendant's alleged actions a direct threat to student safety, saying this arrest is deeply disturbing. Not only was this individual trafficking in vile material, but he was doing it on school grounds, during school hours, surrounded by children. At
Wage
FDLE,
cuts.
we will never allow predators.
Never working, always browsing, huh?
We will track them down, expose them, and bring them to justice. Okay, a lot to talk about. To help me break this all down, I want to bring on a special guest. I'm joined right now by Mary Pham, professor, University of Washington School of Law. So good to have you here. Thanks so much for coming here on Sidebar. Appreciate it.
Happy to join you. Thank you.
How do you think that AI-generated material like this, how does this complicate existing child pornography statutes and laws, particularly when the material, it doesn't involve actual physical abuse, but it uses real students' likenesses? This is a totally different realm we're in.
That's right. There's an explosion of AI-generated pornography, child pornography, pornography involving adults, and the laws are catching up. We are seeing this in Florida. Florida, in fact, became the 5th state to update its laws to address AI-manipulated images that put real people's faces on AI-generated material to create pornography.
Do you think it's complicating criminal law in any way? Do you think that there are difficulties in now going to be prosecuting people who are in possession or create this?
I mean, they're basically saying,
well, you get egregious.
You can't blame the other people not having the same take as you. I didn't blame anyone. I'm always trying to use logical and rational and objective point of views. Most people have very subjective point of view because they have been taught or
sometimes, for example, what if you have
they've been taught or conditioned to think a certain way from upbringing or society or whatever. I mean, you can do a bunch of thought experiments. Like, okay, he put students' faces on this AI porn shit. What if it was those randomly generated faces that aren't actually real people, but a child? Would that be okay? It's not a real person. It's not a real face from anyone.
Is there any way people can protect themselves?
Who is actually hurting there? If you want to bring out an actual debate about this, an argument, who is hurting? What is your counter argument to it? If it's not a real person, not a real face of anyone?
I think that they are not, because, for example, we may just limit our sharing to our friends, our 800 or 1,000 friends. You just never know what images.
It's enabling worse behavior. You're saying that it's a gateway drug for pedophiles to want more. Is that what your argument is?
Having images available, but still, what do you do when you have a situation like this, for example, where the teacher?
Some would argue it's the opposite.
Student images for
maybe it's restraining them from acting out.
I I teach. You know, I like to memorize.
You gotta see both sides of the argument
There
too.
are a lot of good professional reasons why.
I don't have enough. I don't have enough. I can't be arsed to deep dive into something I don't care about. But there's definitely an argument to be made for that. It could potentially have the other effect where they don't act out on it because they have a source. Back in the day, if you were a pedophile and before the internet, you only had one way, right, of acting out on it.
Wi-Fi and devices during working hours to allegedly commit these crimes. Should the schools face any sort of liability?
I mean, if I don't know, you certainly don't know, because I'm way smarter than you, right? So it makes sense.
So schools, educational institutions already.
But yeah, I don't care enough about this topic because it doesn't interest me. Does watching porn diminish or increase your appetite for sex? It increases your appetite for porn, I would say. So your argument is retarded. Plenty of people who prefer porn over sex after watching enough porn, even if they're in a relationship.
They must feel control, and they must always get what they want.
You are
now,
retarded.
This is important to understand.
When an average IQ person calls me retarded, it's like a kid calling me stupid, right? It's like
99% of the time.
Bulletproof armor, my man.
And then you got World War III. They explode, and there is hell to pay to anybody who has crossed them. So what I'm saying is this. Narcissists can act very healthy until they're triggered. And it's those triggers that reveal their true colors. They can no longer hide their deeper stuff once they get triggered. The masks come away and they come out. So some of the main triggers for a narcissist are perceived rejection. So if you reject them or say no to them, watch out. Not getting what they want, not getting enough attention, you're not feeding me enough, or anything that messes with their image. So what happens if they don't get what they want or they get triggered? Usually they go to
6,000 people here, at least 60 are smarter than you. Yeah, and all those people would agree with me.
They say extremely hurtful things, and they can be very destructive. Just that one trigger can set off a whole lot of painful things, and they can do that and not even have a conscience about it. So you often don't know a person's a narcissist until one of their triggers get triggered, and then their true colors will come out. Another characteristic of a narcissist, because they always have to be fed, is they have a lot of jealousy issues. What happens in an extreme narcissist is this. If you're in a relationship with them, the only way they can be convinced that they're the son of the universe is that there's nobody else in the universe but you. So they get rid of all your friends, they get rid of your family, and they demand your full attention. And they're jealous if you talk to anybody else, if you go to an activity somewhere without them. Jealousy kicks in, and they get really cruel when jealousy kicks in, and their control issues.
I'm the least jealous person on this planet, probably.
Extreme sensitivity and a tendency to be easily hurt, to feel rejected over the slightest little things. So if you're with a healthy person, it takes a lot to really make them feel hurt by something that you might do. A narcissist, they feel hurt when you've hardly done anything, because they pick up hurt easily because of all of their shame issues.
Now you know, chat. That's right, I think the tier 3, 82 months, the tier 3 league leveling tutorial stream was very helpful for some okay. I'm glad you liked it, man. I'm glad you liked it. We had a blast. Aiden XD, thank you, man, as well. Welcome back, sir. Loading. What the hell?
I want to talk about what I believe is the single biggest difference between League and Dota when it comes to the strategic aspects of the game. It's why people playing League sometimes feel the game grows stale, and why Dota feels so impossible to understand for new players. From champion and hero roles to itemizations and macro movements, League tells you how to play, while Dota lets you choose for yourself. Writing the script to this video feels like the final accumulation for my roles comparison series. Everything I've talked about, from the very first video comparing Ashe and Drow Ranger to the most recent talking about Bounty Hunter and Pike, will be relevant here. You won't need to have watched those to get this one. For those of you that have, you will see the patterns. So, what sets these two juggernaut games apart? Let's talk about the freedom of play. The freedom of play is the freedom to choose how to play. What role will your chosen champion or hero have in the match? What items will he go for first or second? Who are you going to counter from the enemy team? When will the early game end, and what objectives will you take first? Every strategic choice in the match, big and small, adds to the overall freedom the game can provide. And every time the game takes away your choice, it is a sign of its control over you. Let me show you what I mean. What does a match of Dota and a match of League look like side by side? Time to choose our character. League of Legends has an ordered select phase round. You pick the champion in player order on the screen, alternating between both teams. You can only pick your champion on your turn. On Dota side, players are allowed to pick their heroes in any order they wish. You can pick your tanks or supports early, or let the supports choose their heroes later on for more powerful counters.
Yeah, I don't know why Dota still has that system. It's so fucking cringe whenever someone doesn't pick and you see the gold tick down, right? That's so fucking annoying. Like, just have a queue order. Like, there's no reason to have this shit in public.
A good support? Maybe an ADC? Weeks are spent experimenting, trying things out until a meta is formed, and even then it's quite fluid. Take for example the heroes Muerta and Marcy. Muerta has a sort of a crit and an ultimate that gives her a ton of attack damage. So,
gold tick is only for that guy who didn't pick yet. Yeah, exactly.
Many ADCs with good crowd control can be played as a support.
And it's ruining the whole team because he's part of your team. So if you see, even if you picked, and then you see your fucking ADC or something refuse to pick because he wants the last pick, and then he fucking throws away a lot of gold for no reason, right? It affects the whole team.
After some experimentation, where did she end
Just
up?
have a fucking pick order. It's not that hard. There's no fucking benefits to not having a pick order.
Marcy is played in every single role. When Valve saw that Marcy was being played more as a support, they made patches that enabled that playstyle. When she became a common ADC, tools came out to let her scale that way. At every turn of the meta, the developers were there with 2 thumbs up, saying we can play her any way we want. Many Dota heroes have seen this treatment over the years, and by now most of them can play in at least 2 or 3 roles pretty well. Medusa, a tank marksman ADC, recently won a tournament as a support. Io, who's basically Yumi, won a world championship as the carry.
You can do a million things, and everything can work.
What? Io was a carry?
Switching over to the champions of League, you know what I'm gonna say. Every champion is released with a designated role. They're designed to fit that assigned playstyle, and usually if a second role sees more success than the primary, it gets nerfed. Support champions sometimes have abilities that only function with an ally around. Top lane tanks have damage scaling with armor purchases. Junglers sometimes get perks like bonus damage to specifically jungle monsters. Sometimes you see a champion played in the off role so much that the developers will cave.
I agree.
It's not that flex picks don't exist in League, but more that a champion being equally proficient.
It's because they focus so much on jungle role in League compared to Dota.
It helps maintain the illusion.
This game,
the jungle system is better in Dota, where anyone can go and farm their creeps, but it's too much farming in Dota, which is the problem.
Or maybe you'll get some stats and damage to
It's way too much farming. It is a fucking PvEVP game rather than a PvP game.
League instead forces you to play with a dedicated support item called World Atlas. It is by far the most efficient support item you can get, giving you stats, gold income, and one free item later on. The game is designed around you having this item as a support. Even if it wasn't forced on you to buy it, you'll probably want to anyway. It's not only the support that can't choose their starting loadout. The jungler in League has a similar feature, where they must buy a jungle item first. What's more, if you aren't a jungler, you cannot buy this item. And if you aren't a support, you can't buy the World Atlas. These items are extremely efficient for the role they are made for, but this comes at the sacrifice of player choice. The game's first few minutes. After a moment of securing space in the jungle, you need to head to a lane. Just be careful if you're playing League.
My lord, Gandalf the Grey is coming. He's a herald of woe.
The courtesy of
the top lane
is somewhat lessened of late.
He's not welcome.
Why should I welcome you?
There are heavy penalties if you go to the wrong lane for an early gank. Things like golden XP losses and super enemy towers. It's a new system added to prevent supports from...
Wait, what? Lane swap detection. Defending champion still receives all gold XP from the lane receiving damage while under their... Wait, there are penalties if you swap? It's for pro play. Oh, that's fucking retarded. That's fucking giga retarded. Why would they fucking do that?
From choosing how to lane.
That's so fucking retarded.
If you're a Dota support, feel free to try lane for a moment if your carry is playing safe. You can join him for free with the 2-in gates and leave just as easily. Anyway, laning stage.
Lane swap is awful to watch.
To get more golden experience than the other team. Aside from
why
games,
is it awful? It's mind games.
In both League and Dota, the main laning strategies are wave management, zoning, and vision control. Players from both games will know what a freeze, a push, and a bounce are. But in Dota, since the creeps aren't tied to the lane, you can
no, it's not. It definitely is mind games. What do you mean? How is it not mind games? If you think your opponent is gonna lane swap to get a better matchup, you're gonna lane swap preemptively to counter that lane swap, right? And whoever is wrong is gonna waste a long time rotating, right? It's definitely mind games, like, no doubt about it.
Why have Jewish people faced so much hatred throughout history? I mean, it's been a lot, and it's a long story. They were enslaved by the Egyptians in the first pages of the Bible. They were shunned by medieval Europe. 1/3 of all Jews living in the 1930s were murdered in the Holocaust. And even today, it doesn't take much to spark hatred towards Jews. Hey, I'm Ken LaCourte, and this is a big, uncomfortable question. I researched it pretty heavily, and I'll do what I can to give you the best of what I found in the least biased way I can. We'll look at the concept of Jewish distinction, which has been ingrained into Judaism for thousands of years. We'll take a close look at how jealousy towards Jewish success and power has played a part, as well as how true and not so true anti-Semitism charges affect the equation, as well as the ongoing Palestinian...
You can't see the view count or what?
Let's be clear. Jews are far from the only victims around. Racism, xenophobia, and bigotry are an ugly and ongoing part of human history. Across every era and place, you'll find people being persecuted for their ethnicity or their beliefs. We've seen the Cambodian genocide, the Rwandan genocide, Mao's Cultural Revolution, Soviet purgers, the Armenian genocide. It goes on and on. When times get bad, people often look for somebody to blame. minorities, immigrants, and religious groups often become easy scapegoats. Some evolutionary psychologists argue this whole us versus them idea is hardwired into our nature, a survival mechanism from our tribal past. I mean, early humans stayed alive by forming close-knit groups that often competed for resources with others. A stranger often meant violence, or even when they were friendly, exposure to unknown sicknesses that could destroy an entire tribe. But the hatred towards Jews has been uniquely intense.
Bro,
Despite
fuck
being a
off.
tiny fraction of the
Unknown
world's
sicknesses that
population,
could
Jews
destroy a
have faced
tribe.
Expulsion, massacre, discrimination in virtually every part of the world.
Two tribes in the same area
Across centuries
would have the same diseases.
So what is it about Jews that has
It's
made
not-
them such a
not
consistent
the conquistadors.
target of hatred and suspicion? The answer is complex, but Jewish identity has always been deeply entwined with distinctiveness and separation. It goes all the way back to the Torah, the founding religious text of Judaism. Over centuries, religious commands to maintain a distinct identity shaped Jewish practice in profound ways. The ancient Israelites developed strict dietary laws, like prohibition on eating pork or shellfish. They followed a unique
That's very
calendar of
shellfish.
holidays like Passover and Yom Kippur that set them apart from their neighbors. They wore, and often still do, distinctive clothing that made them look different from those around them. These practices created a strong sense of Jewish community and solidarity. In ancient times, this often brought them in conflict with the conquerors who demanded cultural conformity, from the Babylonians to the Romans. Jewish commitment to their faith in the face of persecution was seen as stubborn, and it planted the seeds for centuries of stereotyping, scapegoating, and conspiracy theories. But the story of anti-Semitism can't be told without talking about Christianity as well. I mean, after all, Christianity began as a Jewish sect, and Jesus himself was a Jew. His crucifixion story, told via the Gospels written decades later, depict Jewish religious leaders as the bad guys, accusing Jesus of blasphemy, conspiring with Roman authorities to have him executed. And over time, Christianity institutionalized this narrative of collective guilt, positioning Christians as God's new chosen people and Jews as spiritual outcasts. As Christianity grew, Jews were cast as the antithesis to Christian virtues, and Christianity grew amazingly fast. I mean, there's about 165 Christians in the world for every Jew. But the values of Judaism led them to great successes in the world, and those successes also helped fuel distrust and hatred towards them. Throughout history, jealousy of rich and controlling Jews has been a thing. In medieval Europe, Jews were prohibited from owning land, joining trade guilds, and working in most professions. They were forced into fringe economic roles like money lending, which Christians were barred from pursuing. This occupational segregation was enforced by religious law and social customs. Over time, many Jews found success in finance, and they developed networks of credit and trade across Europe and the Mediterranean. Some rose to prominent positions as court bankers and advisors to kings and nobles.
Very nice. As eyes, like about. They dose, Cruise Bear, Only Blizz, Andros and District 7, thanks for 7. Come back.
To the west of the Himalayas, in Iran, lie some of the hottest deserts on Earth. This is the Lut Desert.
Lut?
And here temperatures can reach 70 degrees Celsius.
Hey John, I think for 4 years. Happy Forsen Wiggle.
The sands of Iran's deserts may appear totally lifeless. But a few trees manage to grow in the shade of the canyon walls. And here at least, migrating birds passing through can stop for a little rest. A flycatcher. With luck, there might be a meal of some kind here. There are spiders in the crevices. Not much, but worth having.
Hey, Anonymous, thank you for the 5 gifted, sir. Congratulations to the winners.
And there's something moving up there.
Baited.
The bird was mistaken. It was a viper with a lethal bite. This species has only recently been discovered, and so far it has been found nowhere else but here.
Alright. No further links, Your Honor. No further links, Your Honor. We're donezo, Alfonso. Dunzo, Alfonso. Alright. It's time to tear it up. Time to tear it up. We dodged the first sniper by queuing before. And as long as we win every game, we can stay out of sniper range. We can stay out of sniper range. The Briar mid. The Forsen build. It's 100% win, because there are no stream snipers now. Very nice. Kwaku, Lars, thank you for the gifted. Cobra Arbok, Uga Gobka, Clav, Vasco, thanks for 7. Welcome back, ladies. Joakim SJ, Fleet Street. The name is Doctor. Let's hope our jungle is good, because we have a lot of AP up in this bitch. Not Quinn versus Yorick, please. Is that a bad matchup for Quinn? Yes. No, we have too much AD in our team. Yorick is AD, Warwick is AD, Silas is AP, Caitlyn is AD, and Pantheon is AD. They have a lot of AD. Warwick is AP. What? What you talking about, Wallace? What you talking about? Well, either way, it doesn't matter. It's a free win because there's no stream sniper to grief. It's a free win. It's unlosable. Unlosable.